What a joy to be here with you to celebrate the class of 2010. Yay! President Mooney, trustees, faculty and families, Lois Lowry, and especially you, the class of 2010. I just think of not just the challenges that you face, but the immense opportunities. This is a point in history unlike any other. You could say that about any point in history, but especially this time. Because for the first time, we're beginning to understand where we are in the greater scheme of things, where we are in the universe. Our predecessors didn't have as good a comprehension as we do about the limits of what we can get away with on this little blue planet. How much we can put into the atmosphere and get away with it. How much we can do to the ocean and still have a planet that works. How much we can take out of the ocean and still have a planet that works in our favor. Since this institution was founded, think of the changes that have taken place largely because of what we have been doing, we humans have been doing to the only place in the universe where it's likely that humans can exist, at least in the large numbers that we do. I think that people will someday go to Mars, maybe set up housekeeping somewhere else in the solar system or in the universe. But in the foreseeable future, this is it. This little blue speck in all of the universe. More has been learned about the world and all that is in it. Not just in the time since the mid-1840s, but literally since the mid-1900s. In the last half century or so, more has been learned at the same time that more has been changed. It's a good thing that we know, because now we can act on that knowledge, and knowledge is the key. It's not only what's out there that is known by each and every one of you, but it's what is available to know, accessible to us as never before. And that may be our salvation in terms of being able to make smart decisions going forward. There are some big mysteries of the universe yet to be solved. One of them you experienced this morning, trying to figure out how to hold those mortarboards on your head. I hope you've solved that one. The bigger problem is how do we secure an enduring place for ourselves within the natural systems that keep us alive. I think naturally, largely about the blue part of the planet, since I've spent a lot of time immersed in it and see things that many people don't see. And I feel compelled to share that view. With every breath you take, every drop of water you drink, you're connected to the ocean, even if you've never seen it, even if you've never touched it, let alone be immersed in it. That's where most of the oxygen on the planet comes from. I mean, the green things, whether they're on the land or in the sea, drive the way the world works in our favor, generating the oxygen, grabbing the carbon dioxide, generating food. This is a moment in time when, for the first time, we're beginning to understand how important nature is to all of us, no matter where we live, and how important the degradation of nature is to all of us, no matter where on the world we live. The pace is really picking up. We didn't know when I was a kid that we actually had the power to change the nature of nature, to so alter the atmosphere that we could drive global temperature change, which could result in sea level rise, that could result in carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, in acidification of the ocean, that could result in the change in the ocean's chemistry, that in turn could change everything for all of us going forward. But now we know. That's the key. And we're the only creatures on the planet, get this, who can know. There are other creatures out there who might live as long as human beings. Dolphins can, whales can, turtles can, even some of the fish that we eat can and do. Little creatures called orange roughy can live to be a century, even 2 centuries old. We can do them in about 20 minutes or faster. These creatures, while they may know that the world has changed during their lifetime, they don't know why, and they don't know what to do about it. We do know why, and we do have a clue of what to do about it. We all sit on the greatest era of discovery, of exploration, of any generation that has ever lived, because we have knowledge and the power to make something of the discovery, to put the pieces together, to see not just individual facts and figures, but to pull it all together and see what the consequences are going forward. We have the capacity, as no other generation before yours, ours, any of us gathered here. We have the capacity to understand and to make wiser decisions than any who have gone before.